The Imitation of Christ, Book 4, Chapter 35, How there is no security from temptation. The voice of Christ. My son, there is no security from temptation in this life, and as long as you live, you will need spiritual weapons. Your world lies among enemies, and you are liable to attack from every quarter, unless you carry the shield of patience. Romans chapter 6, verse 6. You will not long remain unwounded, and unless you fix your heart on me, with a firm resolve to suffer gladly for my sake, you will not endure the heat of battle, nor win the crown of the saints. Bear all things manfully, and strike lustily at your enemies. For the bread of heaven is the reward of the victor. Revelation chapter 2, verse 17. And the slothful is left in unutterable wretchedness. If you look for rest in this life, how can you attain eternal rest? Dispose yourself not to rest, but to patient endurance. Seek true peace not on earth, but in heaven, not in man, nor in any other creature, but in God alone. For love of God cheerfully endure everything, labor, sorrow, temptation, provocation, anxiety, necessity, weakness, injury, and insult, censure, humiliation, disgrace, contradiction, and contempt. All these things foster your growth in virtue, for they test the unproved servant of Christ and form the jewels of his heavenly crown. I will grant an eternal reward for your brief toil and boundless glory for your passing trouble. Do you imagine that you can always have spiritual joys at will? My saints did not, but had many troubles, countless trials, and great desolation of soul. But they patiently endured all these things and trusted in God rather than themselves, knowing that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory to be won hereafter. Romans chapter 8, verse 18. Do you wish to enjoy immediately what many others have only won after much sorrow and struggle? Wait for the Lord, fight manfully and with high courage. Psalm 27, verse 14. Do not despair, do not desert your post, but steadfastly devote yourself, body and soul, to the glory of God. I will give you a rich reward, and will be with you in all your troubles. Matthew chapter 16, verse 27, and Psalm 91, verse 15.